Rocco, your team had to be patient there to wait for the big hit. They were finally excluding Carlos Correa's earlier in the game, but what did you like about how they stayed the course to get it done late in this one?
Well, we obviously offensively didn't really come easily. Their guy did pitch pretty well. Threw a lot of strikes, used, I think, 5 pitches, and mixed them exceptionally well. And we couldn't find what we were looking for. Obviously, Carlos hammered one. Carlos looked really good at the plate all day long. Really great return for him on both sides of the ball. So that was good. But we got to the bullpen. They got some good guys in the bullpen. They have good stuff. You're kind of looking for someone to just potentially do something big. Yes, you can string some hits together and some base runners together by working hard, having good at bats. But Ty coming through there, I mean, it just makes the game, and in a lot of ways, allows you to appreciate the pitching that we got today even more. When you get a swing like that to win the game, and you look back at the game, the reason we're in that position is because we pitched so good.
And Ty France had a handful of really clutch hits for you guys this season. What is it about him and his approach that lets him come up in such a big moment like that tonight?
I don't know if there's one reason. I don't know. But what I do know is he keeps coming through, and he maybe in those moments. He's a good. We've talked about his mental approach to hitting. How he's a very smart guy when he steps in that batter's box. He knows what the pitcher's going to do. He knows what he's trying to do, and I think he's able to really focus well in those particular types of situations. And normally, I'd say he doesn't try to do too much. He just hits line drives all around the field because that's what he normally does. But sometimes you just catch one out front and hammer it, and he hammered it.
What do you think of Pablo? Seemed like a lot of traffic on the bases.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic, and he pitched through it really well. The run they score is a hit by pitch, right? That's how that
started. Yeah.
How that got going in a blooper, and it's amazing. But that's how the run ended up. Really that innings really came to be. Overall, I thought his stuff was good. I thought he executed pretty good, actually. There was just a couple of, kind of oddball hit-by pitches for him that caused some of that traffic. He's going to go through most outings and not be hitting people, and if you just take those out of the equation, you'd say, oh, he threw pretty good. His pitch count got up a little bit, but we wanted to let him keep going, and he threw the ball well. I liked what I saw from him. I think he made a few adjustments pitch selection wise on a couple of their guys as the game went on, made good adjustments out there. The changeup looked pretty good today. It was a winning effort by him. It was good work.
Not that you would forget, but when you see all the ways Carlos contributes after doing without him for a week, I mean, how big a deal is that just to see the full Carlos in a game like that? Yeah,
he's, you start having Carlos back in the mix. We always talk about what Buxton does for our team. Those players pull everything together because when you strengthen yourself on both sides of the ball, when you become very reliable in terms of the plays that they make in the field, the reliability of what they are as defensive players. They make everybody else better. They push other people to different spots in the field. It just strengthens the team in big ways on both sides. So great return for him. He made some good plays at shortstop, and obviously had some good at bats. He had a lot of good swings today. I know he had the big homer, and he hit that ball really well. But good swing to right field. He had another good swing that was actually foul, but then he shows the legs off a little bit too for good measure. So great day for him.